Jamaica, land of beauty, we promise faithfully to serve thee with our talents and bring our gifts to thee. Jamaica, we will always, in honor of thy name, work steadfastly and wisely, and never bring thee shame. Such profound words and pledge of allegiance to action by each of us that will ultimately make this beautiful island of Jamaica the place of choice to live, work, raise families, and do business, and even vacation. Actions being taken by the government to keep the vacation part vibrant include a destination assurance policy that will ensure our visitors a good time. There's also the facilitation of growth within the MSME sector and the promotion of safe food standards. The details are coming up in the show. What is your call to action? This could be showing kindness and respect or being productive in the labor force. Thanks for making it Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Adrian Atkinson. Stay with us.
Good day, I'm Twyla Whelan, and this is your JS News for Thursday, February 15, 2024. The government has laid out a legislative agenda for 2024-2025, focused on creating a peaceful, productive and prosperous Jamaica. Governor General Sir Patrick Allen outlined the legislative plan as he delivered the throne speech during this morning's ceremonial opening of Parliament. Of note is the Ministry of Legal and Constitutional Affairs' priority focus on amendments towards establishing the Republic of Jamaica.
The government continues with the preparation of the Constitution of Jamaica amendment of Section 61 Bill to modernize the words of enactment as the first legislative step in a proposed series of amendments intended to give effect to a constitution enacted by the Parliament and approved by the people of Jamaica.
Also on the docket are laws targeting crime fighting and the discharge of justice. In the 2024-2025 legislative year, the Ministry of Justice will seek to enact a mediation bill, a restorative justice bill, and a new Justice of the Peace Jurisdiction Act to further enhance the role of lay magistrates. The Ministry of National Security will push through amendments to the Immigration Restriction, Commonwealth Citizens Act and Aliens Act, which are expected to strengthen our national border management framework and support the wider territorial and sovereign protection reforms. Included in the financial sector legislative agenda is the Income Tax Relief, Large-Scale Projects and Pioneer Industries Act. This will make provisions under one legislation for fiscal incentives for large-scale projects. The Financial Services Act will also be amended to develop a regime for the consolidated supervision of non-deposit-taking institutions and facilitate the regulatory framework for the Twin Peaks model of financial regulation. On the business front, the draft bill for amendments to the Companies Act is being finalized.
The amendments are expected to strengthen the efficiency and operation of companies in Jamaica to create an enabling environment for business.
The Ministry of Agriculture will be pursuing a number of legislative actions to address animal and plant health regulations and the vexing issue of predial larceny. Through the Ministry of Science, Energy, Telecommunications and Transport, legislation will be pursued to create a modern framework to regulate the quality of fuel imported, supplied, stored and transported in Jamaica, as well as to foster compliance with current international civil aviation organization standards and practices. In the 2024-2025 parliamentary year, government will also focus on key pieces of health-related legislation, including amendments to the Nurses and Midwives Act and the Pharmacy Act to legalize the role of advanced practice registered nurses. The amendments are also set to enable family nurse practitioners and mental health psychiatric nurse practitioners in government health centers and the University Hospital of the West Indies to prescribe a list of pharmaceuticals as approved by the Pharmacy Council. And to support the education sector reform process, the Jamaica Teaching Council Bill amendments to the Education Act and Regulations and the Overseas Examinations Commission Amendment Bill will be taken. In other news, Minister of Justice Delroy Chuck is imploring Jamaicans to report criminal activities in their communities. He asserts that the task of reducing murders cannot be left solely to the police.
The citizens of this country must all be prepared to be informers. Because I tell you, I'm the biggest informer. All informers are heroes. And where they see persons with guns or threatening violence, bring the police into it. Let us see if we can prevent a few of these criminal activities and also murder.
Minister Chuck was addressing the 15th staging of the Restorative Justice Conference held recently. He also urged Jamaicans to utilize the ministry's Restorative Justice program to resolve conflicts and hopefully prevent other murders and violence in the society.
We know that if persons can resolve disputes and conflicts peacefully, we can have less murders. It is just not right that we can have over 1,000 murders per year. And I hope that 2024, for the first time perhaps in 30 odd years, we can see murders drop in below 1,000.
The government's program to provide more free internet service to communities across the island is opening doors of opportunity for residents who are limited by geography, says Telecommunications Minister Darrell Vaz. The minister's remarks were delivered recently by Shanique Cornwall, Human Resource and Administration Manager at the Universal Service Fund, USF. She was speaking at the commissioning of the Free Community Wi-Fi program in Christiana, Manchester.
And with this public Wi-Fi hotspot, we empower our students to reach new heights. Imagine a student in Christiana having the same access to educational resources as someone in the bustling city of Kingston. Our students will have access to a world of knowledge. Our businesses can thrive in a digital landscape, and our families can certainly stay connected with loved ones both near and far.
The Ministry of Transport is making it clear that there is no agreement between the Government of Jamaica and ride-hailing company Uber International to operate in Jamaica. In a statement released on Tuesday, the ministry reveals that an offer does exist and is being reviewed by the Transport Authority, but there has yet to be any agreement on the way forward. The ministry's statement follows a reported announcement on January 30 that Uber Taxi is now available in parts of western and northern Jamaica as a collaboration with the Montego Maxi Taxi Association. However, the ministry says the president of the Montego Bay Maxi Taxi Association, Greg Connell, has given his commitment that his association will not enter into any agreement with Uber until the cabinet has decided on the matter. The Transport Ministry further explains that the law requires that every person operating a public passenger motor vehicle for a fee must first obtain a road license and the drivers display a badge issued by the Transport Authority. Portfolio Minister Darrell Vaz adds that if any licensed public passenger vehicle operator in Jamaica is found to have an agreement with Uber contrary to the terms and conditions of their license, that license will be subject to revocation by the Transport Authority. He says the government will continue working with stakeholders to provide decent and sustainable transportation services to the people of Jamaica and to protect the interest of those who operate under the regulations of the Jamaican law. And finally, 16 Jamaicans who lost their limbs will have a second chance at mobility as government has engaged 2 suppliers of prosthetic devices under its New Life, New Limb initiative. Checks valued at over $6 million were presented to Surgix Jamaica Limited and Tutu Prosthetics on Tuesday. $5.9 million is provided by the Ministry of Health and Wellness and $320,000 from the Jamaica Council for Persons with Disabilities. During the handover ceremony, Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton pointed out that a staggering 80% of amputations in Jamaica were linked to diabetes, prompting a need for urgent preventative and rehabilitative interventions.
One of the big messages around New Limb, New Life is the lifestyle promotion, the prevention message around diabetes, what causes it, how it manifests itself, why it is that you must manage your own affairs, protection of your body, so that you don't end up like this.
The Minister of Labour and Social Security, Pernell Charles Jr., used his remarks to urge persons with disabilities to sign up with the JCPD so they can benefit from this and other programs.
what the New Limb, New Life project is doing through this collaboration is not just providing a piece of equipment. It is providing hope, opportunity, restoration. It is putting an individual back into the light, allowing for our Jamaicans to know that they are valued and valuable. Reach out to the JCPD, become a member of our association so that we can not only know what the issue is, but be in a better position to assist you, to help you.
And that's it for JS News Today. I'm Twyla Whelan. Thanks for watching.
With tourism being a main driver of economic growth and the gateway to a Jamaican experience, the Ministry with Portfolio Responsibility has a destination assurance policy. According to the Minister, Edmund Bartlett, this assures visitors of an authentic, safe and seamless vacation experience which is respectful to the community and environment.
Jamaica is a brand of euphoric excitement that pulsates from the roots of the island. It's the authentic zest of this vibrant experience that draws millions of visitors longing for a taste. It's why the Ministry of Tourism is exploring all possible options to ensure visitors have that safe, secure and seamless experience. The Ministry of Tourism is on a mission to refine and solidify Jamaica's destination assurance policy through an island-wide consultation tour with stakeholders.
We recognize that tourism cannot happen without a whole constellation of players and partners and experiences. There is no book that we can look in to find a destination assurance. So when we did the first concept paper, it was out of my head and my PS and our little team. And we literally gave the frame of it to our consultants. And we made afterwards a green paper. And the Cabinet of the Land approved it. And now we are looking to make a white paper that will make Jamaica the first country in the world to have a destination assurance policy.
Jamaica's Destination Assurance Framework and Strategy DAFS is a plan that will drive a sustainable shift in the tourism industry. The document will outline a comprehensive plan to safeguard the delivery of high-quality experiences for visitors. The strategy will focus on providing standards for enterprises by ensuring more businesses are licensed, development of a quality management system for businesses operating in the tourism space, protocol for Destination Assurance Council, who monitor the destinations and monitoring the compliance of destination assurance stakeholders. A Destination Assurance Council is being created to lend their expertise in areas such as healthcare, security, and the environment, elements essential to the delivery of a high-quality tourism product.
And therefore, what we are talking about with the Destination Assurance Councils is to set up a team of competent people who can ensure that these critical touch points, which enable a visitor to have a safe, secure, and seamless experience, is in place. Destination assurance is fully predicated on public order. and that the Ministry of Tourism and the tourism sector stand squarely behind the Ministry of National Security to secure and ensure public order in the public spaces of Jamaica.
Reducing visitor harassment, ensuring proper disposal of solid waste, and maintaining order in resort areas are top priorities of the policy. The feedback from tourism stakeholders throughout the public consultations will guide the inclusivity of the policy. Minister Bartlett will present the Destination Assurance Framework and Strategy as a white paper in Parliament for approval. Destination Assurance will also be included in the broader tourism strategy and action plan for Jamaica. The ministry is developing the strategy in partnership with the Inter-American Development Bank IDB and stakeholders from various industries.
So Destination Assurance is about giving that confidence to the market that our promise cannot be second-guessed. That when you come to Jamaica, you will have a safe, secure, and seamless experience.
The government, through the Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce, has been enabling micro, small and medium-sized enterprises, MSMEs, to maximize their potential. This has been through access to financing, business support, and by facilitating one-on-one discussions with stakeholders.
Micro, small and medium-sized enterprises, MSMEs, have a key role in Jamaica's sustainable economic development and growth. By their sheer numbers and mean income from exports, these entities could substantially cut or eliminate the country's trade deficit and significantly boost GDP. The Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce is on a mission to get more MSMEs to export and earn bigger profits from larger markets as it seeks to unleash the significant wealth creation potential of this sector. Through its MSME Roadshow initiative, the ministry is taking its services to these businesses to get them ready, set, and into the export market. The Roadshow is being initiated in partnership with the Inter-American Development Bank, the IDB.
IDB is really happy to partner with the ministry on this initiative, for we are committed to promoting and providing support to private sector growth in Jamaica.
Through 4 initial roadshow stagings, with the first held in Mandeville, MSME operators have been getting information on business development support, government incentives, and export opportunities. The events are also providing a space to create new linkages, networking, and business partnerships with a large gathering of public and private entities.
Every single entrepreneur must understand that we must export. I'm encouraging you to make things that Jamaican people will eat and buy, but you must lift your mind to a place where you're exporting.
Though small, the multipliable effect of their employment and income generation is huge. The MSME sector in Jamaica numbers over 400,000 entities. These account for 34% of the employed labor force, and it's estimated that tax-paying MSMEs account for 97% of all classified and registered enterprises in Jamaica.
The MSME sector is a vital driving force that is propelling the creation of jobs and growth in Jamaica's economy. It is vital. All these small businesses, some of them hire 3 people, some hire 10, some can hire 25. Some will hire 12. Every single job is vital, important to this country.
And I like to say simply, if every MSME, through additional work and support, employs one person or one more person, we are talking about growing the employed labor force in Jamaica by over 400,000 people. If we got 25% of all MSMEs to export $1,000 a month, that's $12,000 a year. If my calculation is correct, we would be talking about $1 billion of export.
Operating commercially and in the global space requires formalization and adherence to standards which the ministry is offering businesses. And so the road shows include a business pitch competition, business forum, an expo, and presentations to provide information on services being offered to the MSME sector. Also, for greater efficiency and ease of trade, the ministry is supporting digitization of businesses and their access to affordable financing.
Together with our esteemed partners from the Inter-American Development Bank, we embark on a journey to empower our MSMEs. The Business Roadshow serves as a platform for knowledge exchange, networking, and inspiration, fostering an environment where these businesses can not only survive, but they will thrive. We need to inspire each other. We need to hear from each other. What are you doing? Are you making BAMIs bigger size, smaller size? Are you making stuff in sources that you're looking to export?
Growing the country's per capita income in line with that of rich nations by producing and selling more goods and services to the point of sustained trade surplus is reason enough every Jamaican in business needs to get into the act of exporting where possible.
Now suppose we get 50%. If we get 50%, that cuts off about half of the negative trade balance that we had in 2021.
For the benefit of tipping the trade scale in Jamaica's favor, the government is assuring small businesses of all the help they need to grow.
I talk about JAMPRO and who else can help them. JBDC is vital to MSMEs on the ground. So because they hold your hand, they show you how to do a business plan sometime, how to make your business better, how to register your business. The Companies Office of Jamaica, one of the 20 agencies of the Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce, is a crucial agency that assists MSMEs in becoming export ready. What do we mean by that? The Company Office of Jamaica helps to register and regulate businesses, ensuring companies are credible when conducting business transactions globally.
MSMEs are encouraged to use the benefits provided by the ministry, including productive inputs relief and import duty and income tax relief for the importation of equipment or raw materials.
Go look for good equipment, import it, make sure you talk to the ministry and say, you have a plan. When we agree with your plan, Exim Bank is there to help you. With such targeted support, we are committed to strengthening these engines of innovation and chart a course toward shared prosperity.
Realizing our potential to become a rich nation means selling not only to 3 million Jamaicans at home, but also to consumers around the world. Are you ready?
Our next feature highlights the importance of the National Animal Identification and Traceability System NAIDS and how one stakeholder in the restaurant industry is embracing this food safety standard.
for the introduction of proper traceability of animals and products of animal origin, countries have implemented systems to ensure the safety of food and also for disease surveillance purposes. So the NATS, National Animal Identification and Traceability System, was pretty much brought into being with the passage of the marking of bovine animals regulations of 2015, which mandates all farmers, all owners of cattle to have those animals tagged and issued with a passport.
So the objective is to get starting with cattle, to get the cattle identified with a government tag that ties that animal to its owner. So as it moves from one owner to the other, the passport goes with the animal, and it has a proof of change of ownership.
Yeah, I heard about the program through on the media, and I had interest in it because I wanted to have some formal means of identifying my animals. The animals, most of them look alike, and you want to have a means of identifying them. Let's say you treat one, and you're not sure if that's the one you treated yesterday or the day before. When you have the identification number on it, you can use traceability and get back to the animal that you actually treated and know what to do.
For first-time owners, there's a census form that needs to be filled out. On this form, there's a specific establishment number that no other farmer will have. So every farmer has their specific number. This is the tag that is used. Both ears of the cattle will be tagged. One side takes the DNA sample. So this same number that is on the tag is the same number on the passport for this particular animal. The first three digits at the top is the series, and this series could occur on other tags, but the 5 digits below is specific to one animal, to that particular farm.
Welcome to the Juicy Patty Farm at Comfort in Clarendon.
When I came here, probably half of the stock was tagged at the time. Currently we have 576 animals here. Out of that, 560 are tagged. Whenever animals are born, we report it within 7 days of birth, and we make arrangements with them to come in and tag. Especially for us, we transport animals on a weekly basis from here to the abattoir. So once it goes on the thoroughfare, you have to have the passports along with the relevant documentations for that animal.
It also helps us in terms of our disease surveillance and monitoring activities, where we exactly know where the farms are, the amount of animals on the farm, the movement of those animals, so that we can have a robust system and to be able to respond more rapidly to any emerging situation we may have.
I would encourage all farmers, all cattle farmers, to get it done, make use of the opportunity so that they can improve on their record and also for identifying their animals.
This is where our journey ends, but only for today. Do join us again tomorrow when we bring you another informative program. In the meantime, stay connected via our website, gis.gov.jm. And while you're online, send your feedback to Jamaica Magazine at gis.gov.jm or via tweet at JIS News. You may also find us on all the major social media platforms and through our mobile app that's Android and iOS compatible. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Do take care.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.